Hey guys, welcome to the very first episode of this world. I don't really want to use the term forever world. Um, just because I think that's overused, and let's face it, this is the first episode. Yeah, never mind that up in the top left. That is all my F3 stuff. So as you can tell though, it is vanilla Minecraft. I've been playing a lot of modded Minecraft on servers with some friends, and yeah, I decided, you know what, why not go back to basics? And with that, why not record what I'm doing? Because in my modded worlds, I tend to not really do a whole lot of building because I focus more on the technical aspects. And here, there's a few things I want to work on. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, as you can tell though, it's not completely vanilla. I do have shaders on. I really like the game with shaders. I think it just adds a little bit more to it. And as you can tell, my F3 is different. I do also have a few optimization things installed, and that's just so I can play with the shaders and not completely lag. It allows me to essentially play between 55 to 60 FPS, which is decent enough. Yeah, however, I do want to go over a few things, but I would like to try and find a place to settle. So I'm just gonna kind of wander off in this direction, I guess. And once I find something interesting, yeah, I'll get back to you. That is iron. You know what? I'm gonna try and actually get that iron real quick. There's a few things that I do want to get started on because I don't want to be awake when nighttime comes. We don't like the nighttime. That's when all the scary mobs come out. Yeah, that would have been really bad if I just died right off the bat. Yeah, we should be good now though, hopefully. Where does the guy even come from? Oh, a little cave in here, huh? Yeah, we're gonna ignore that. Saw that skeleton down there. Popped out of nowhere and left just as quickly as I saw him. I know you may be wondering, why did I make shears first? And, yeah, that's so I have a better chance of actually being able to make a bed quicker. I didn't realize how many sheep would be down here. This is good for us. Sorry, little guy. You still got other sheep around here. I feel, just a little bad. Yeah. I didn't mean to shake my head there. And the sun is starting to set on our first day. This isn't a bad start, actually. I'm actually really happy with this. I know it's a little bit of rambling. Alright, so I cooked up the last bit of that food. And I know if I leave this tree here, it's gonna make some people mad. So I'm leaving it. Oh well. Oh, look at this. Okay, that's awesome, actually. That's good for us. We need a village. So, needing a village, obviously, you know, village trades and all that good stuff. However, I'm not... Oh, cows. However, I'm not going to be, oh, that's so good. We're off to a good start. Sidetrack, sorry. I'm gonna do something that I haven't really ever done, at least not in a very long time, and that is using an enchanting table. I want to get our first set of fully enchanted gear, not from trades, but from an enchantment table. It is not something that I have ever done, or like I said, in a very long time. So, we are going to do that before I get started on some villager trades. There are some trades that I'm going to need, like food. Food trade's going to be a good one. But we're going to get a starter base set up. Yes, a starter base. I'm not going to be doing anything massive. And that is because that kind of goes into the few things that I would like to really work on. And one of those is building. You know, one of the things that I've always done, even playing in modded servers, is just focused on the technical aspects. I think I've already said that. And so I would really actually like to try and focus on the building aspects. I've always done like pretty decent scaled stuff, and it's never really been super detailed. So let me get a few things over here, and then we will go over a few things. Oh my god, that took all my carrots. Oh, you hungry dude. Okay, this horse is not the fastest though, and it's a pretty weak jumper. This guy took all my carrots. Oh, awesome. I got 1 carrot now. Okay. He hungry. Whatever. We got a horse. Look at that. Greedy little dude took all my carrots, though. I don't like that. Anyway, I'm gonna wander off in this direction. Alright. Yeah, this is a nice little area. We're not terribly far from spawn, either. Kind of begs the question, though. What's on the other side of this hill? Look at all these sunflowers, dude. This is nice. This is way nice. I like this. I don't like the forest over there, but, you know, can't do anything about that, really. What's on the other side of this hill? Is that a village I see? Okay, that's actually perfect. No, that's incredibly good. That's nice for us. So we got a village here. What does this guy have? Doth you have carrots, good sir? Because the horse was greedy. Carrots, look at that. 7. Not as much, but you know, we can make do with that. We got plenty of wheat like seeds to start off with, so that's good. We can make plenty of bread. Alright, honestly, I think we're gonna start off here. We got villages right there for food. I will have to do some trading. Unfortunately, with that, I would like to get... I think you can trade beetroots for emeralds. I don't really want to have to do sticks. It's kind of a pain in the neck. And it would have been really awesome if I found, like, pumpkin seeds, because then I would have been able to grow pumpkins. Honestly, that should be fine. So, I think we're going to start off here. This is going to be our starting point. I haven't really explored anywhere else, but this seems like a really good... nice spot to start. The unfortunate part is I don't have any building materials. So this first episode is probably going to contain quite a lot because I do want to get food set up as well as a starter base, which I'm thinking, because I do like this over here. I like how this kind of juts out over here. So what I'm thinking is... we could do a bridge right here, connecting that and this. Clear out some of that. We have plenty of stuff to plant for food. So we can do, like, gardens on that side, or, like, gardens. Why gardens? Wheat field on that side. We can do, like, carrots on that side, or something like that. But before I do any of this, I'm missing the most crucial thing of all. That is building materials. So I'm gonna find a cave entrance. You know, I'm gonna have to go mining for a bit, unfortunately. I know I could just chop down those trees and use that starting out, but I don't really want to use just wood, and I know if I do that, I'm gonna end up using just wood. So yeah. Let me find a little cave entrance. Get to it. I don't think they can climb up here, so we should be good. If I'm not mistaken, we can make copper armor now, which is better than nothing. So I'm gonna make me some copper armor. There's a lot of mobs down there. I don't like that. This is awesome. Look at that. This is cool. So I'm gonna mark this down. Oh yeah, first bits of redstone. Perfect. Name tag. I don't really need the rotten flesh. Bones are going to come in handy. String. Definitely need the string. This is perfect, though. Yeah, I'm going to have to mark this down on my coordinates. Or really, I don't really even need to do all that. You know what? I'm going to. Alright, I wrote this down in our chords, so that way we can find it again. That's going to be good for an XP farm, like, right at early game. This is going to be perfect. XP farm, bone meal, you know, so that's actually going to be awesome. Glad that we found that. I'm so glad that we found that. Back to mining. Alright, this is going to be our first diamond. Oh, and we get a second one. Yeah, let's go. Good find. All right. That was like a good 2 hours of just kind of exploring that little cave over there. Unfortunately, I didn't find any more diamonds. This is what I've got in that little bundle that I made. Not a bad haul. That's a pretty decent amount of iron, so we should be good for a while. I'll make some iron gear. Before I do any of that, I would like to get some stuff growing over here. Since we have all the wheat and the carrots, might as well get started on that. And I see that we got some beehives. I don't have a smoker though. Or actually, you just need a campfire, right? I don't know. I haven't worked with bees in a while. I'll figure that out. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead. I see there's kind of pools of water there, so I'll probably fill that in. Bring this back just a bit, and I want to have it like tiered. So I want to do like this lower and then the middle and then have another one. So it'll be 3 tiers. It'll just be 3 blocks up. I'm not going to go super high. We still need a name for this guy. I don't know what to name him. Yeah, gonna go ahead and do that real quick. All right. I kind of got it all leveled out, except I am completely out of dirt. I have no more dirt. But I have decided that I want to bring this out just a little bit more. This is the pathway that I laid out on how I want the path to look. However, there will be a path that kind of goes up here like so. And I've got a plan with this little river, since this seems to be like its own little section. But I got a plan for that, so that should turn out nicely. And yeah, we're gonna build our starter house up here. This way it's still elevated, and then our starter house will be here. And then I figured over here we could have like a small farm for the animals. So I do need more dirt, unfortunately. Yeah, that's good. Sorry, distractions. What's up, sheep? And yeah, so I'm gonna gather some more dirt. And yeah, I gotta find a place where I can dig up just a bunch of dirt. First death, and it was in a zombie spawner area. That's also going to be good for XP. Alright. I don't even need to mark this because this is going to be super easy to find. So, now I just need to way back up. We will figure this out after we get our enchantments. I'm really going to be trying to get mending. But honestly, I definitely want to get diamond tools. Kind of why I'm down here, because I don't really want to do like a whole bunch of strip mining. But that seems to be the way I'm going to have to go unless I find a different cave. Alright, I'm not quite done yet, but found enough diamonds to make a diamond pick and sword. And we still have 3 diamonds left. Which, yeah, probably going to be saved for armor. Alright, I decided just to kind of mine out this whole geode, except for the budding amethysts. Although it wouldn't be automatic, you can make an amethyst. That actually kind of scared me. You can make an amethyst farm. I know I'm going to have to clear out a lot more of this area in order to do that, but that's honestly just fine. I feel like I should go up there and try to sleep, but I'm pretty sure it's nighttime. All right, I think the the mining is done. However, I do need to go get some wood. That's next. I spent like an hour down there. It's pretty crazy. Found like a nice little open cave. Got some more diamonds. That's always nice. Could probably make a chest plate, but honestly, I kind of don't want to do anything with those quite yet. I want to wait till we get some more. But I am done spending my time in the caves. What's next is, like I said, I do need trees. So yeah, that's what's next on the list. I'm probably gonna spend about an hour just chopping down trees, and then I think we should be ready to at least get something going. All right, back from all that, got about like 6 stacks, some more oak, and like 1.5 of birch. Although I don't think I'm gonna be using birch, honestly. It's mostly the oak that I want. And yeah, I'm going to finish this. I do have to patch up the holes on that side and up here. And since we have the diamond pickaxe, I would like to turn all of this into obsidian, so that way we have enough for, well, another portal when we decide to go. And I need to bring all of this in as well. All right. Got all that patched up. And next up is the wall. I don't like it. I don't like this at all. It just looks like block vomit to me. So what I do like though is using this tuff because it kind of looks like, you know, it's been in the water for a while. You got some algae or whatever growing on it. But then around like this level, I would like it to be brick and then just kind of go up to lighter brick. But this looks awful to me. I don't care for it. I don't like it at all. I definitely like that a lot more. There's some like repetition here, but overall that looks way better than what it did. So now I'm going to use the tuff here and like have it transition up and on the sides, because like I said, I really do like the fact that it looks kind of mossy, and I don't have moss. I did not find a deep dark cave. You know, maybe later we can go hunting for one, but for now I do like this a lot more. I'm pretty pleased with that. That scared me. Hopefully there's no more. See, I like that a lot more. And then how it kind of just transitions into that. And then I'll do the same thing on this side as well. At least I think it looks good anyway. Like I said, I'm not much of a texture guy. But to me personally, I really do like that. I honestly don't know if we're gonna build a whole house in this episode. Already putting in quite a lot of work into other things. But I will get a skeleton done, I think. Or at least an outline. Next episode for sure though, we will get that built. And then you know, we'll follow through on my ideas for over there in the following episodes to come. I know kind of ruining the surprise, but I'm freehanding all this. I don't even know what I'm doing, honestly. We will have to find a spot for the bees. I got quite a lot of bees over here. Yeah, I like that a lot. Maybe not that right there, but for the most part, I do like that. Getting a general overview. I like how it transitions. And yeah, I'm happy with that. Maybe could add like a few more of the tough blocks in this area, but generally, I think that looks pretty good. I do want to get like an idea of a layout for the house. And I figure since we do have a lot of farm area, we can go with a farm style house. Never built something like that before, so see how well this goes over. The most important thing for me when it comes to this house though is definitely going to be the overall layout. That was fun. All right. So yeah, I've kind of like mulled over this. I took a day away just to kind of like think about the design that I want to come up with. A lot of inspiration, and I think I found something. All right, so this is the layout that we're gonna have. I do need to add another little alcove right here, or not alcove, but like another section, because I'm gonna have a back way to enter. This is gonna be the little farm area or barn, really, and I'm going to fence this down so that way this whole back area is completely like separate. And with that, I might even just bring up the elevation, but we'll worry about that later. I just want to try and get some walls going up. Right here is going to be the main tower, and that's going to go up. I don't really know how many blocks, and to be quite honest, I'm not so sure I want it to be that big. That's 11 by 11, and I think I want to bring it down to 9 by 9. Just seems kind of big. Because I do want the tower to be decently tall, but I don't want it to be overwhelming. I could already tell it's going to be overwhelming, honestly. All right. Yeah, that looks a little bit more manageable to me. And that's because I want the main tower to be, again, pretty decently tall. And then I'm going to have like a section. So like you can imagine it's probably going to come up to about right here. And then I'm going to have another layer. So it's going to go in one on all sides. So this is 9 by 9. It'll be 7 by 7 by the time it's up here. And that way we can have our living quarters up top. All of our storage is going to be underneath. I've already kind of decided that, especially with all the farms that I want to do. I'm not going to do a mass sorting system or storage system over here. This is really just going to be for like all our blocks that we use. This will be elevated by 1 though. The entire house will be anyway, so. All right, so I got the foundation down. I don't know what I want to do with the flooring quite yet. I'm debating between doing like a nice stripped wood pattern or just doing a basic wood floor and just using slabs. What I do know though is that for this and this little jut out, I want to use tough blocks. And then for this main tower and even this right here, I want to use diorite and calcite. Yeah, I think that'll be a really good combination. All right. Personally, I think that looks good. All right. So I decided to kind of mess around with the layout just a little bit. I made it just a little bit smaller, and I did go ahead and I added this back here, and I think I am just going to keep that andesite because we don't really need a whole lot of room for the back door entrance or exit, and I like it a lot more with the stone. Maybe I could do better with the actual texturing of it, but for now it's fine, honestly. So now what I'm going to do is try and get this roof line done. We will have to go and get some glass eventually, but for now this should be okay. And I have an idea for what I want to do for like the window sill area. We're not going to use full blocks. I want to utilize those vertical slabs, or what are they even called? I don't even know. I haven't even made one yet. And yeah, so I'm gonna do the roof line, and I'm debating if I want to strip these, honestly, at least for the main house. This will get like a trim on it too. I want to see what this looks like with the I kind of like that a lot more, actually. I don't know. I'm going to leave it like that, and then once I'm done with the whole thing, we'll kind of go through it. Actually, before I go ahead and do that, I don't want to use oak for the roof line, so I need to find me some spruce. I kind of like that. It looks nice. I don't really know how to decorate the inside for these main ones. I think these will be perfectly okay. For these bigger ones, I think that's going to be the design that I go for on the inside. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up these other 2 windows. Okay, so I got the roof line in for this, at least for this, and then that way once we connect up to this tower area, we can build up a little bit more. And I was hoping the brick roof was going to look nice, and if I'm being quite honest, I don't like it. I think I'm going to get some granite and see how much better that looks. Yeah, I don't like that either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the tuff for this outer wall, and then do wood here, and then I'm going to do it with just all spruce here. I just kind of want to see how it looks. All right, so as you can tell, I went ahead and did the roof line, and I also finished up this tower area. Clearly, I still got some patching that needs to be done, and we'll figure out this window later. And I've got to say, I like this a lot. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. And as you can tell, I decided just to go with the regular oak. But this is turning out quite nicely, if I can say so myself. But honestly, I have no complaints. This is what it looks like on the inside, which I'm also very fond of. I don't know if I'm going to keep this like that. We might. I like this design, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really liking these shelves, I think what they're called. Yeah, shelves. I'm really liking the shelves, and we will worry about the interior later. As you can tell, we got a lot of space up there, which will come with the interior. Anyway, I think this is going to conclude for this video. I don't really want to do too much in this. I want to have more to do in the next few episodes. I know this one was kind of all over the place, but we did get a house going. And like I said, you know, we were going to get a skeleton, but we ended up doing the whole exterior for the most part. So I'm going to conclude the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you for watching, for those who made it this far. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.